Hey guys, Alex from 7th Hour Films back again with Black Clover. Last time around we had Capitol Riot, where basically we had the resolution? I don't know if anything was really resolved, but the resolution of Asta standing up to the nobility, where the Vermilions were impressed, at least Leopold was impressed, and what was it? Fuegoleon Vermilion at least stood up for them a little bit. It's like, hey, the Wizard King brought them here, you know? Like, I don't know if they're that good. I don't know what, but the Wizard King brought them here. Let's not freaking start a fight with the lower class, you know? And then terrorism happened. This dude showed up. He has zombies. Don't know what's going on there. And now they need to fan out, stop these zombies, and stop this guy. And Asta was the one to make it to him, So yeah, that's pretty much where we left off. Like always, the reaction is down in the description and in the pinned comment for your viewing pleasure. So let's go ahead and jump right into this episode of Black Clover. Here we go. Alright. Vermilions? Not bad, actually. I will give them credit. They are not so far up their own anuses. So, I like that. I also like that was goofy, too. Like, I was kind of expecting, him to, like, do something, I don't know, grab her or something. I like that just got goofy, just this comedic, just chop on the head. It's just like, oh, why? Why'd you do that? It's just like, get good. There's nothing, I like how he says that. There's no shame in being weak. The shame is in staying weak. You know? That's interesting. That's an interesting one. They are not blinded, you know? They can see past their own nose, the Vermilions. The Silvas, I mean, even if they can see past their nose, all they can see is the rest of the rectum, basically, so that's a visual. That's a visual for That's a great visual for a good Tuesday morning. Ugh, I don't know. Anyway, but yeah, that's interesting. I like them, actually. I like the Vermilions. Yeah, they're just they get it. They get it. You know, like they're not actually that bad. That's good. I'm glad it's mostly the Silvas and Garbage Dawn guy. I bet you he's the traitor. But is that too easy? Then again, I think is that too easy that he's actually the traitor? But then again, knowing this show, maybe that's fine. Maybe that's fine to have an easy answer. I don't know. Ugh, good grief. But Noelle, you gotta get good. You gotta get good, you know? You gotta get good, sweet girl. She will. She went over. She figured out how she can help with that barrier. That barrier's great. That barrier is such a great thing that she has, you know? So she can protect the little girl while Asta fights, which is good. Asta doesn't have to hold back now, so. But yeah, so Rades, which that was a funny little thing in the Petite Clover. That's an interesting way of saying his name, by the way. It's just like, hey, you haven't actually said your name in the show yet, and it's like, oh, it's Rades. But I like it because they had to give you like the Romanji of what he's actually saying, so that you understand Radesu. So you get the pun. They do a lot of those. They do a lot of those in the Petite Clover. Like the one where the one with Asta and Noelle where just like, I'm a royal, but it sounds like all these other Japanese words for stuff, so they really had to put in the translation work, you know? Cake means keikaku. Keikaku means plan. So, it's all according to Cake. But yeah, so that was interesting. But yeah, but him and his like necromancy work, his necromancy power, and his necromancy like cursed creatures that he summons. Jimmy and Alfred. What did he name them? I gotta say, there's nothing. I don't know if there is anything less intimidating than Jimmy. You know, has there ever been an intimidating Jimmy? I don't know. I don't think there is. You know, that's why in X-Men they call him Logan instead of. I mean, there's a number of reasons why they call him Logan and not Jimmy, but Logan sounds better than Jimmy. You know, that's part of it. So. I don't know. Has there ever been an intimidating Jimmy? I don't think so. But yeah, here's Jimmy, the cursed Jimmy. Asta got hit by a curse, which is interesting. But again, there's a part of me that's like, could you just like slap yourself with the side of the sword and then that negates the curse? I don't know. I'm curious if they're going to make a distinction between curses and magic, you know, or if curses are like a specific type of magic. I don't know. We'll have to see. But yeah, but that was interesting. And then luckily, you know, Noelle got good. She's protecting the little girl. And I like too, even like Leopold is specifically like taking out the other zombies so that Asta can focus on defeating Rhodes. So that was at least good. I like that, you know. He's like, all right, I want to see your full power, you know. So hey, so this is great, you know. Out of this friggin' terrible dinner that we had. I like the Vermilions. Like, they're actually pretty cool, you know? They do not suffer fools, but... They don't suffer fools, but they're otherwise pretty good. Just don't be a fool, basically. You know, you can be a peasant, but don't be a fool. So... And you can be nobility, but don't be a fool. As such, Noelle, she was being a bit of a fool. Now she's not, which is good. So... she willingly chose to join the Magic Knights, so... She needs to get good, basically. So I like that. And we had a showcase of all their powers, which was good. Again, I do like the I can never remember her name, but the female captain and her subordinate, basically. Like I like the two of them, and I like her like vine magic. Like that's really cool. So, it's Hermit Purple fully realized. You know what? It would be like if Lisa had Hermit Purple. There we go. Old Man Joseph couldn't do much, but if Lisa had that, oh my gosh, could you imagine? So yeah, it's like those two I do kind of like. I will admit the dude, the happy guy from Golden Dawn, he's kind of growing on me a little bit. I mean, it does count for something that we basically have a version of him in the Black Bulls, just a little girl, basically. So, but I like him. I thought his magic was interesting. I like how he's like, oh, come on. You must have some elegance. Elegance. Every time someone says elegance, I just think of the headmaster from Spy Family. So at least like that. And I like, too, the hang on, what was it again? Fuegoleon and Leopold both have fire magic. I like their fire magic. It's just kind of ridiculous. It's just over the top, you know. He creates like this giant flame bear that shoots flames from its flame mouth. It's like, this is ridiculous, but I kind of like it. So, but again, like those two, I really enjoy them. Like they're really interesting. So, so yeah, and they acknowledge you know, Asta and Noelle. They're like, hey, you know, the Wizard King brought them for a reason, and then they go see. It's like, okay, they can do stuff. You know, just you literally just need to knock some sense into Noelle. But she got it. She got the message. So So that was at least good. And yeah, now Asta has to face off against the thing that's even more threatening than Jimmy. Alfred. It's just like these freaking names, but... And we did get a little bit of people who don't understand my magic, they're all sinners. It's like, motherfucker, what are you talking about? You know? I don't know. I think this dude's just crazy. Like, this isn't even like, which you would think that Mars would have been that, but it's just like, it's not like Mars, it's not like Lotus, it's just like, this dude's just fucking crazy. So, I don't know if we're gonna get any reasoning out of why he's doing this, so yeah, but another good episode. And again, hey, I'm liking more of the nobles. Not the Silvas. They can all go die, but, you know. It's like, what, 60% of the nobles are actually not that bad, so it's just a couple bad eggs. One bad family, you know? Oh, well. But yeah, good stuff, and I'm curious to see where we're going next time in the fight with Alfred. But yeah, that is basically it. With all of that being said, I'm Alex from 7th Hour Films, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. There's a bunch of links on screen if you want to go click around any of those. There's a playlist with all of my Black Clover reactions, as well as another video you can go click on if you want. There's also a subscribe button and a Patreon button on screen, as well as other links in the description if you want to go check out any of those. See you guys later.